Now on to the third map, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Lijang Tower, the classic and probably favorite control map for a lot of different teams. Now, speaking to the Lions, we did hear that control is probably one of their best map categories alongside payload. We'll see if they can hold that promise up. Both teams running the Lucio, trying to speed their teams to point as fast as possible, and on that Hammond. Going to cause some havoc in the backline, popping the enemy team up there. Here comes the charge there. Getting bubbled while charging at the same time. The Maywall comes out. Caniff getting the kill onto Ryan. Barry goes down at the same time there. But Bean managed to get a kill on Lucio, so not all is lost here, but he will eventually go down. The freeze from May pretty much not letting him get out of there. And I just got Annie here. Trying to touch. Waste a little time here, but he will have to bail as well. As the team's not able to get there before the point is turned. We now see the enemy team pushing here, trying to get control of this side of their spawn so they can hold the door. But a lot of damage coming in there, and in fact the turret will take out Lucio, so this could definitely be a chance for them to push here. We see Ryan getting very close to that wall. And he puts down the minefield as the enemy team tries to push back here. They push onto the point with the shatter. Manages to get 3 there. Bean's Doomfist will go down. Both healers still alive though taking a lot of damage here. Not electing to use any support ults yet. We see Mortith go down, so now it's just Luminous on the Lucio. He will go down. And Barry getting surrounded by the rest of the team. Frozen to death. And then beaten in with a hammer. See the enemy team aggressively pushing towards spawn here to try and pick up those last few kills. Being able to get out of there in time, it falls back all the way to spawn. Danny wrapping around the other side, trying to boop the enemy team a little bit forward here. Not sure if that's the plan, but they are going to go ahead and try and move here towards the left instead of going straight down the middle. Electing to go for the inside here, but the Blizzard is coming out here, does kill Luminous. Ryan will go down as well to that high charge on Zarya. Barry's still alive, both tanks still alive. And before I could even say that they're still alive, Red Barrel gets 3 there after that huge Blizzard. And now up to 90%, they've only got 1 more shot left here. The Death Blossom coming out, manages to take out Mortith. Bean nearly coming off the map here. He's going to try to use the meteor strike to reposition himself towards the point and try and touch, but it looks like he won't even get there in time. He actually does manage to get there in time at very low health with 100 health left to go. He's got some shield, but just not enough there to give enough time for his team to get back to the point, and it's going to be 1-0 for the enemy team. And now onto the Lucio famous map, or I should say Lucio's signature map. It's Lijang Tower Gardens. We're gonna see Caniff on the Pharah. Will he stick to it? Being on the Pharah as well. Mortith going for the Mercy. Mercy is more her style. And Lucio will switch out that Lucio for the Mercy as well. So, Pharah, Mercy, Mirror. See how that turns out. With an interesting tank line. Barry on the Hog here. With Annie on the Sigma. Bean unfortunately going down very early there from the likes of Caniff, who will eventually take out Mercy as well. So already the dynamic duo there of the Pharah Mercy goes down. Pushing over here onto the right, trying to put in a flank there, but Chucky Milk jumping in, getting the uppercut there onto Luminous. And now you see the tank line from Annie and Barry falling back to rejoin their team here. Chalky Milk going for the aggressive push here. Does get rocked. Manages to get out scotch-free. End up getting another kill onto Bean before he can even stay alive for more than 10 seconds. The amount of aggression that the enemy team is showing here against the Scarlet Lions has been pretty intimidating, and it's very hard to regroup when you've got the entire team really pushing on you like that. Doesn't matter how far they need to go, they will go all the way to your spawn if they get those last kills. Now Ryan putting in a lot of shots there, in fact, does get the kill onto Kenneth with a nice save there using his shift ability. The res does come out before they're able to punish it. See Chalky Milk diving with that Doom Fist. Does eventually get killed by Any, but Deputy Boss and the Zarya getting a lot of kills there as well. Any doing as much as possible to put in some damage, build up some ult before they have to go for another full reset. Ryan getting that kill onto Red Barrel, so it could set up a potential push after losing their tank. In fact, gets Kenneth as well. So that's 2 down for the enemy team. They're going to have to wait for that respawn. In fact, the Bob goes out here. Basically just trying to make space for them so they can get across the bridge without getting booped. As we see Ryan jumping out of the point here, getting boosted by the Mercy here. I almost said boosted by the Mordith. Getting the kill onto Raiden. That's 3 coming out from Ryan. This is a great push here. There he gets the hook on a Kenneth. Here comes the barrage to seal the deal. Gets 2. That's Zarya and Mercy down. Nobody left alive here for the enemy team, and they will flip it at 91%. Now the enemy team prepares for a counter push of their own. They have plenty of ults to work with here. In fact, Graviton coming in slowly as well, trying to get the boop there. Completely misses the E, unfortunately. No chance for a boop there. The Gravitic Flux coming out with the Fair Mercy, diving on a Bean there. The barrage killing Bean. Mordeth goes down as well from that Gravitic Flux. And using every ult they have in pocket here to completely wipe the Scarlet Lions and retake that point. Now up to 95%. Will Mordeth or Bean be able to touch here? It doesn't look like it, as they will take it 2-0. And now for the last map of the series. It's been a bit tough here for the Scarlet Lions to really get anything going. They're able to flip the point a couple times, but not hold it for the amount of time that the enemy has been able to. And we saw the Hog Orisa, which was very popular before the addition of Sigma. We'll see how that works out here. Bean quickly jumping onto point here, waiting for the control to unlock. Doomfist diving into the backline here, putting in some damage, getting back to the rest of his team. And he puts the shield down. Fighting here in the courtyard. The pull doesn't get anyone from Any. Sort of sitting on the outside here. Enemy has control of the point for now. We'll see if they try to push in and try and touch it here. And they look like they'll just let him take it for now. Doomfist in a bit of a precarious situation. In fact, Barry will get the hook on him and eventually kill him. The Dynamite coming there onto Reinhardt. He goes down low health and being able to take him out as well. Bean with the Rocket Punch on a Moira as well. And now they have a chance to push in here and retake. It's just Genji here left alive, cowering in the corner as Mordeth able to right-click him down to no life. And they will just get 23% before the point is quickly turned here by the Scarlet Lions. So a very good fight on the outside in the courtyard. Able to get those key picks there from Bean and push in. Pretty coordinated, I would say. And now we see the enemy team pushing into the courtyard here. They're going to decide and push back towards the point here. As you do see the Blade here managing to kill Luminous. In fact, he will get 2 on that Blade. Chalky Milk taking out Bean as well. And that's 3 down. Chalky Milk takes out Barry as well, with Red Barrel getting those final kills. And a very, very smooth retake here for the enemy team. Blade really causing havoc in the back line. Able to finish that one off. Mordith goes off the map, unfortunately. You see the Scarlet Lions going for a bit more of a high ground take here. We'll see if they want to keep putting damage in here or drop down, as we see the enemy is completely waiting for them here. Red Barrel has the Shatter. I wonder if they'll notice when they drop down. As you see the Immortality Field come out, they are beginning to drop. He still hasn't been noticed. There comes the Shatter straight onto Mordith and Bean. Bean nearly knocked off the map there, but he will stay alive. Barry getting the kill onto Chalky Milk. And it looks like even though that surprise Shatter comes in, the Lions are getting the picks they need. Barry with the nice hook there onto Canifmeister. And Bean taking out Raid. It's just the Lucio left on point here. Trying to touch a little bit here. He will contest it for now. Meteor Strike coming in here from Bean to really finish it off. And they are going to flip it here. Ryan does have Bob here. Both support ults available here for the Lions. We'll see how they want to use that because the Graviton is ready as well. I'm sure they want to wait for that Genji to get his ult. We'll see how it goes as the Sound Barrier comes in. They're going to speed boost the team onto the point here. The Bob comes out from Ryan immediately. Ryan getting caught from behind there by Ryan. In fact, the Bob gets 2 with Ryan getting that final blow onto the Reinhardt. And he'll actually get 3 after taking out Canifmeister, so a very clean fight there from the Lions. As it looks like the Sound Barrier plus the Graviton was not enough there for them to finish. And in fact, just as I say that, Canifmeister now has his Blade. So maybe a bit of a waste there as they're now up to 85%. There's only really one more push here. We do have the Amplification Matrix. It's probably going to be used here. They're pushing onto the point here. Not much contest here. Immortality Field goes down. Deputy Boss gets the best of Bean here. The Shatter comes out, and that's 4 already down there for the Lions. Annie and Grand Ryan will fall very quickly with the rest of the team. And now it's going to be a retake situation for the Lions. They didn't even really have to use any ults there as they're just able to sort of walk onto the point and get the frags needed. Scarlet Lions trying to drop down here. Putting some damage onto the Doomfist. He is eventually going to have to use that Meteor Strike. Here comes the Blade plus the Meteor Strike. Blade does get 2. Mordith going down. Luminous is down. There's no heals on the point left, so it's just Annie and Barry doing the best they can to hold it here. But of course you got the rest of the team completely focusing. Beam with the last ditch effort goes down. And a tough fought battle, but at the end of the day the opponents will take it 3-0.